got to a position now where the F-16 has been painted and we're ready for decaling. Now, excuse me, one of the main things and the first things I learnt when I come back to modelling about 5 years ago was how things have changed. Years ago we used to just put the decals, wet them, stick them straight onto the model and be gone from there. But things have moved on so much now. How we do it, we weather the decals, we do everything to them now, but the first problem is getting them on. Now we don't need a great deal. What you're going to need to start off with is obviously your decal sheet. There's a few here that I've already removed from our main sheet. I use a razor blade to remove them, that way you can be fairly accurate, not split the paper that they're on. And you're going to need these two. Now these are microset and microsole. They're the first one is to allow the decal to suck itself down. Microset, we use the blue one first, and if you remember in alphabetical order we've got set and sol, so we've got SE, SO, so set first. Now let's get the right ones that we need. I'll tell you what I'll do, it's probably better for me to do the tail area, you'll be able to see more what's going on. So we'll leave those two decals for now and we'll use the tail to actually do the job. Right, so the first thing we need to do is to get the correct decal, which is this one. I'm going to dip that in our water. All it takes is one dip, lay it down on the sheet. The sheet is basically just to collect the water away. And we're going to split that one in two to make life a little bit easier for us. So I like using a razor blade, it's a little bit easier. I'll put that one in. And we've got one of these, which is that one. For the right hand side. In the water. And all we do is give those a few moments to work. We also want that one for the top of the fin. There we go. And then we want from our coloured decal sheet, there's two decal sheets in this one. There's a stencil sheet and there's your coloured sheet, which this one is. And so we're just going to cut that out nice and easily with our razor blade. One for each side, so I'll place that on. And we'll get that soaked as well. There. And that'll just allow that to slide easier with the, what we call it on it. Okay. So now we're looking at our tail. We've got a nice brush, so all we're going to do is literally go across the top and cover our area in sol. And we're going to have our decal sheet, and all we're going to do is slide off the decal onto our area in a rough position, let it lay, and then we're going to push it into place with our brush. like so, and then up to the front, just so that she's laid down flat and square and it looks good, just like so. And then we're going to get a cotton wool bud or Q-tip, wherever you are in the world. We're just going to roll it over gently, just to get the air out and let the decal start to go down, just like so. That's all we need to do for that one. And the rear area, I'm just going to bring you in a little bit so you can see there. Right, so we've got our rear decal on. Now we need to get the rear part on. And what we're going to do is just slide this one off. This is a bit of a fiddly one because it's got some angles. So I'm just going to reposition that and gently push it up to join on the end and lay her in. It's not quite there yet. Some more set, just so she'll move. And join the decal to push it into where we need it to go, just like so, and then rolling over the top. Just lay it down. Okay, so that's the right position. Then we want our Air Combat Command emblem, which is going to go on next, which starts about there and around, and we're going to get the decal, slide her off the sheet, position her, making sure you got your positions right, which that one isn't, because this is quite a large area of decals on this one. So you're quite up close and nice and straight like that. And all we're going to do again is roll our Q-tip over, squishing all the air out. And of course, with less air in it, you're going to get less silvering. Right, put that in the bin. And that one. Right, so what we got next. So at the top next, we have our basic tiger area. And we're going to literally flood the area now with microsol, because we want this to go down lovely in a flat, and you'll see why in a moment. So we're looking at our area and where she's got to go. She's just under there and just across to there, and all we're going to do is literally slide her off the sheet straight down, and then we're going to brush out the area, just checking again. We want the W, SW to be level and straight, like so. Squish out all the bad bits, all the stuff that ain't quite flat. This one's a slightly different way of doing it because of what it is. I'm still not happy that that's straight. So we'll flood it, lift that up, just so it's straight. Got the foot, I believe, of the tiger just the other side, and all we're going to do now is push out outwards everywhere. It's a large decal, so we want it really, really flat and nice. So we're just pushing the water out, water out. So we've basically got a decal there. Now we're going to do, just remember that this is a movable area, so we're going to just be gentle and roll up and get the rest of the air out if there's any left in there, so that it's nice and flat like so. And then from the bottom we're going to roll down. As it is, and that is sitting there lovely now. Now we have our next decal, which goes, the 9 goes below the S, and we're just going to put it across that area there, and we're going to have another look. It literally goes in there like so. It's not quite in the right place. Well, it's not far off. In fact, that has actually gone on there perfect. Perfect. So all we'll do, we'll just roll it out, get the fluid and the air out from the decal, and we'll flatten that on. Just keep rubbing it out until it's nice and flat, and the decal, there's no air underneath it, and the air is what caused the silvering. So she's all happy. And then we have one last decal for the tail, which is the tiger meat, which goes onto the rudder. What we're going to do, keep a look at it and just place it on. Get it level so it looks right. And then the usual thing, I keep doing that. Just getting this, okay, from that area. She's moving because she's very, very slippery on the sole. And there you go, that's that part done. We'll come back and do that other section, the coloured section now. Right, so I've now removed our tiger and tiger stripes with our trusty razor blade, and we're gonna dip these into the warm water onto our sheet, and again into the water onto our sheet. I'm going to have a look at this now. Right, so we're starting to get to a point now where she's looking like something. You'll see this area here that hasn't gone down very brilliantly, but it will do when we put some set on. It works wonders. Right, so we're now going to do our second piece, which is over the top. So sole on. We have our first front tiger stripe. We're literally just going to layer on, push her into place to cover all that white up. Obviously the white is to make it ping a bit more, and she's on there exactly where I want her. So I'm just going to roll over with our cotton wool bud and not touch that bit no more. And the rear, and we place her on and slide her off, and using our brush we put her into the exact place we want her to match up with our other section, right on the join where it should go. Just push it in gently, and again that one's in place very easily. We're just going to gently knock the water off that one. We want her to settle in. Just like that. Now we've got our main tiger decal to go on. So we're going to paint all the white area with Sol so that it goes down nicely. And we have our beautiful piece of artwork of the tiger over top. And she's laid down nicely. Now all you've got to do is tease her into place. So that every bit of white is covered and there's no horrible background. Basically just like that. And I'm quite happy with how she is. So again, we roll, get the air out. We're not putting a great deal of pressure onto this. All we're literally doing, getting the air out of the system. I'm not happy exactly where that is. I just want to move her down a little bit across to cover up that bit of white. Lovely. And just take the excess away. So that's the tail done of the tiger meat, and I think she looks quite good. But now to conform to everything, the first thing I'm going to do is take our razor blade, extremely sharp, so be very careful, and there the movement line on this tail. I'm going to start here and just gently cut into the decal so that the tail can move. That one's not really going how I want it to. Right, let's cut. So that's good. Push her back into position because she's slightly moved. That's it. And again, just wipe any excess you may have got off, and your decal's in position. Right. Then we're going to come in from the top, just to do this top one. Being very, very gentle. Literally just sliced it down. Lay it flat again so it looks nice. Turn around so you can see her properly. And then we're going to come in with a set. Now this stuff is quite good. What will happen, all we do is just paint it over the decal we've done. Pushing it into where you want it, and she will literally, oops, there, literally dig in. Now what this will do, it will normally make the decal cringe up, and then it will go back down and lay absolutely flat. So all we're doing is just painting this on. We don't want too much all over the place because it will mark the paintwork. But then if it does, you can just put it under some warm water and wash it off gently before you put your top coat on. This has been made ready, the paintwork was made ready using Alclad aqua gloss. A lot of people use things like Clear and Future. I tend to use aqua gloss because it's the best I think on the market. And all we do now is wait for that to go in and settle down, and you'll have a perfect area to work on. We'll weather that, although it's a brand new spray, so I don't think we'll weather it too much. But we'll leave that one to dry, and hope it shows you how easy decaling can be, even when you've got awkward little situations like that one. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that one. Cheers guys.